Hello, my name is Anna and I will be presenting my proposal, which is the relationship between social media use and FOMO. To begin with, FOMO is a psychological experience characterized by the anxiety that others are engaging in rewarding or meaningful activities without one's involvement. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok amplify this phenomenon by continuously exposing users to curated snapshots of others' lives. College students, especially first-year students, may be especially vulnerable due to the social transitions and identity formation. Research by Lai et al. 2021 has linked frequent social media use to increased feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression, partly due to social comparison. This proposal aims to explore how social media usage might predict FOMO in a university student population. This study seeks to answer whether time spent on social media predicts a level of FOMO experienced by first-year college students. The hypothesis is that individuals with higher social media usage will report higher levels of FOMO. This idea is supported by self-determination theory, which explains that when basic psychological needs like autonomy and connectedness are not met, emotional distress may follow. Social media may reduce those feelings of connection and control by promoting comparison and exclusion. Based on this theory, the study predicts a positive relationship between the time spent on social media and the intensity of FOMO, which is reported. This study will include 90 first-year undergraduate students from Texas State University with an equal gender distribution of 45 males and 45 females. All participants will be between the ages of 18 and 20, and this being because usually those first-year students average out to those ages. Recruitment will take place through the university psychology research pool, where students volunteer to participate in studies in exchange for course credit. This age group is particularly relevant because first-year students are highly engaged with social media and are undergoing major social and academic transitions that may make them more vulnerable to FOMO. And by collecting a well-balanced sample, this will help us enhance the validity of our research. Participants complete 3 tools: a 10-item FOMO questionnaire, a daily social media tracking log, and a short demographic form. The FOMO scale uses a 5-point rating to assess agreement with personal thoughts and feelings. The social media log records daily usage for 1 week across platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and other social media platforms. The demographic form will gather their age, gender, and average past social media use. All materials are completed digitally, and these tools are chosen to efficiently measure both the independent variables, social media use, and then the dependent variable, FOMO levels, with consistency and clarity across all participants. As far as our design goes and the way that we will be choosing to move forward with the structure, this study will use a between subjects experimental design. The independent variable is social media usage with 3 levels. High use being someone who uses their social media for up to 3 hours per day, low use, a person who uses it for 30 minutes or less per day, and a control group, which will be individuals who have no specific usage instructions for how often they use social media. The dependent variable is the FOMO score from the 10-item questionnaire which we had collected from them. Participants will be randomly assigned to one of the 3 conditions to minimize selection bias. This structure will allow for the comparison of how different usage patterns impact FOMO while maintaining control over the other variables. The use of a control group also helps to isolate the effect of specific social media instructions. Upon entering the study, participants will provide an informed consent and complete the demographic form. They will then be randomly assigned to one of the 3 groups. Those in the high use group will be instructed to use social media for a minimum of 3 hours per day for 1 week. The low use group will be instructed to limit their use to 30 minutes or less per day. The control group will not receive any instructions and will continue their normal usage patterns. All participants will log their usage each day for 7 days, using both smartphones and laptops. At the end of the week, they will complete the FOMO questionnaire. To ensure compliance, logs will be monitored for accuracy. And finally, our participants will then be debriefed about the purpose of the study and thanked for their time. As far as our results go for this study, The analysis of the class data set revealed a significant positive relationship between social media use and FOMO. By using the Pearson correlation, we were able to conduct our data based on the Pearson correlation. The results indicated a significant positive correlation between the daily social media use and FOMO, with R28 equaling to 0.60 and our p-value to 0.001. The 95% confidence interval ranged from 0.296 to 0.798. This means that individuals who reported more social media use also tended to report higher FOMO. These findings support the original hypothesis which we created and align with prior research. While correlational, the results provide meaningful evidence of a potential relationship between digital engagement and psychological stress in college students, especially first years. In summary, this proposal suggests a significant link between the time spent on social media and fear of missing out in college students. The results are consistent with self-determination theory, which highlights how unmet psychological needs can lead to distress, by revealing that greater social media use may correlate with increased FOMO. This research has important implications for students' well-being, and it also highlights the need for digital literacy education and possible interventions for students who experience heightened stress due to online activities. Although this study is hypothetical, it provides a strong foundation for future research and practical applications in the mental health area and for us providing mental health support. These are my references, and thank you for your time.